Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Oh, very clear. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. That's okay. So good morning, everyone. This is Steve Percy from Sprint Network. So the clock has just struck 10 here in Sydney. And with that, welcome to our second small office home office solution powered by Secure NBN. So we here at Sprint Networks are absolutely thrilled and excited to be hosting this for the second time, especially with all the great feedback we had received from our previous webinar last week. So thanks a ton to everyone for joining in this time. We've got a great attendance today. And today I'm joined by Kay Kang, who's the Technical Operations Manager at Sprint Network. So good morning, Kay, and welcome to our webinar, and thanks for joining in. So Kay will actually be giving us a demo of our solution, which is Secure NBN, and I'm actually looking forward to that. So very excited and looking forward to that, Kay. So without any further ado, let's get started. So a couple of housekeeping rules. We'll have a Q&A session at the end of our presentation. So if you've got any questions, you can just pop those questions into the chat window from where we'll pick them up. And if you want to find out any more information about our products and services, you can always go to sprintnetworks.com.au, or you can drop us an email at info@sprintnetworks.com, and we will try our best to reply to you at the earliest. And the one final request, or the one final thing that we would like all of you to do, is to basically go social with the hashtag SprintSoho. So for us, at the end of the day, it's all about educating the public and creating more awareness about this product or a service, because at the end of the day, our goal is to basically help as many businesses out as we can. So if something like that works out, then it's going to be better for everyone. So let's get started then. So what exactly is SOHO, or small office home office? Well, a SOHO setup is basically a setup that involves not more than 10 users. So the small office home office has undergone a transformation since its advent, as the internet has enabled anyone from working from home to complete globally. So technology has made this possible through email, the World Wide Web, e-commerce, video conferencing, remote desktop, software, webinars, and voice over IP. So the small office home office has definitely come a long way. So, but having said all that, the small office home office as it exists right now in today's world has a few major drawbacks, and we'll be looking at them closely over the course of this webinar. So let's move on. So what does a typical small office home office look like? Well, so what you're seeing right now on your screen is basically a typical small office home office setup. So here you've got either a single user or multiple users sitting at a particular location and connected to multiple devices, and all of them accessing the internet through an internet router. And that's basically what the setup is. So if you look at the setup, then the biggest drawback with this setup is basically that it's unsafe. That's the biggest one. The second one is that it's unreliable and it's outdated. So why do I say these things? Well, let's talk about the security aspect of the setup. So here you've got a user trying to access the internet and through just an internet router. So the biggest issue here is that there is no security policy in place. So all the traffic that is either going out of the network or coming into the network is unfiltered traffic. That means you're leaving your network open to cyber attacks and other forms of viruses. So that's the security aspect of it, and that's what makes this unsafe. Now, let's talk about the reliability aspect of it. So why do we say that this is unreliable? Well, assume you're connected, assume you're on low grade NBN connection. So what do you do if your NBN goes down? Unless you have redundancy, right? You cannot have your business up and running until your NBN comes back online. So that's the other issue with this solution, is that it's unreliable and that it prevents business continuity. And the third thing is that there is no concept of traffic prioritization. So if you look at the setup, then whether it's your business critical traffic or whether it's your non-critical traffic, they all use the same bandwidth. That means your network bandwidth gets equally divided between your business critical and your non-critical traffic, which leads to network congestion, and that eventually leads to a poor user quality experience. So these three things combine to make the solution outdated, unsafe, and unreliable. So how do you get around this? Well, there is only one way, and that's what we propose. So with our solution, and what we call our solution is Secure NBN. So we primarily address these three shortcomings of the old solution, which is the security aspect, the reliability, and the other aspect of traffic prioritization. So talking about security, we've got a next generation firewall in place here, which does all the functions of a stateful firewall, but does a lot more. So I'll be covering all that in my next slide. So that is how we take care of security with our Secure NBN solution. Talking about the reliability aspect of it, how do we get around that problem? Well, using our solution, you can have backup or redundancy in the form of 4G LTE. So that means if your NBN goes down, you can always have your business up and running using your backup, and that is enabled by our solution. So the third aspect of it, which is traffic prioritization. So our solution basically segregates, or it prioritizes your business critical traffic over your non-critical traffic, thereby enabling you to provide your customers with the maximum customer value, and eventually that leads to a better user quality experience. So these three things combine to make our solution, our Secure NBN solution, what it is. So talking more about our solution, why Spring Networks SOHO solution? So just like I mentioned in the last slide, it gives you advanced security plus a next generation firewall. So what does a next generation firewall actually do that a stateful or a traditional firewall doesn't? Well, a next generation firewall is basically it has got all the same capabilities beyond the traditional firewall. So while a traditional firewall typically provides stateful inspection of incoming and outgoing network traffic, a next generation firewall includes additional features like application awareness and control, integrated intrusion prevention, and cloud delivered threat intelligence. So that's what makes our solution so special. Then talking about reliability, you get 24/7 connectivity, which ensures that your business is up and running 24/7. Then application prioritization. So for many businesses, that is one critical component of delivering greater value to their customers. You get full network visibility. So with our solution, you get full visibility or 100% visibility and control over your entire network. Finally, you get a Wi-Fi that is not just your standard Wi-Fi. It's basically secure Wi-Fi, which means it is covered by all the other, it is complemented by all the other security features, which makes it different from your standard Wi-Fi. So any solution in today's world, if it aspires to be a great solution, has to be two things. One, it has to be powerful, and the second one is that it has to be simple for anyone to use. So our solution, powered by Versa Networks, meets both these criteria. So the NSS Labs recommendation that you see at the bottom is actually a validation of our trust in Versa Networks. And that's what makes our solution such a special one. So why do we call this the one true SOHO solution? Well, let me tell you why. So if you want to find out why your applications are slow, or whether your site is online, or whether your site is protected, then this solution can do all that. So you get 100% visibility and control using our solution. So talking about what it does, it can do everything from site activation to site configuration, and then you can monitor your site at a granular level. And based on your requirements or your business requirements, you can set your application priorities, and based on that, you get the relevant events and alarms or notifications. So what's special about the solution is that everything can be managed from a single dashboard, all managed from the cloud, and that in turn eventually leads to better performance. So that's pretty much it from my side. And I'll bring in my friend, the brilliant Kay Kang, who will be doing the actual demo itself. So Kay, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Kay from Spring Networks. Welcome to our weekly live webinar session. So as we know, where lots of people are running or are planning to run different types of small or home office business. And IT infrastructure is the key element to keep your business continuity. Your business could be impacted from unstable and unreliable internet service. Your business calling could be suffering from high latency or slowness over your internet, or IT systems like PC, laptop storage for your business could be compromised from attacks coming from many different internet threats. Bursa Titan solutions provides high availability of internet access using any type of internet link, including LTE link, in dual or primary backup setup. With the dual internet setup, application traffic will be transferred over two internet links based on your business criticals. Bursa Titan also helps you to protect your business IT asset entering from internet threat using the next generation firewall features, including URL filtering, antivirus, and the intrusion prevention system. The functions, fluency, and the reliability of Bursa security features set has been proven as the recommended next generation firewall rate from NSS Lab. Lastly, you can obtain the visibility of your network offered from Bursa Titan Analytics. Bursa Titan Analytics provides lots of statistics such as applications, network availability, or security, and so forth. So that all statistics data will help you to get the insight about what's happening on your network and predict. We will see the actual benefits from Bursa Titan solution that I just mentioned by walking through the Bursa Titan live demo today. I hope you can see the video. I did set up my home office using Bursa Titan appliance a couple of weeks ago. And this is the video footage that I recorded. This is the Bursa CSE 750 appliance model. Bursa is providing various hardware options fitting the business size or requirement. Most Bursa appliances are providing LTE internet access through the built-in LTE SIM slots. There are various LAN and the LAN port and WAN port antenna for LTE Wi-Fi service for the back panels. This footage shows how to insert LTE SIM chips into slots. You can use LTE as your primary internet access or backup access. This cable is residential, my residential broadband internet at my home. Yeah. And power it up. That's it. The physical setup process is super simple and easy to so that it gets rid of a professional, any professional setup service. All right. So let's move on to Versa Titan portal. The appliances will be provisioned with the cloud-based Versa Titan portal automatically using zero-touch provisioning features. So you can configure, monitor, and maintain your Versa appliance easily through the Versa Titan portal. So this is the Versa Titan portal main dashboard. So from the left side is the menu. On the configure menu, you can set up the network. So I need to maybe log in again. So it's the automatically log out. All right. So you can configure, monitor, and maintain. And on the configure the menu, you can set up the network for your LAN, WAN, and even LTE and the Wi-Fi from the network menu. On the security and the security tab, you can set up your security rules and the features to protect your internet internal network. On the security profile, next generation firewall features include URL filtering, antivirus, and intrusion prevention systems are defined. You can just leave default predefined setup to use for your security rule setup, or they are also customizable. I set up earlier. I set up the security profile to block the social network categories. So let me show you how the URL filtering features works with my laptop. My laptop is connecting to behind CSG 750. So let me open any social network website. So I just try to open the Facebook, and let me try a few more. For example, Twitter. Yeah, it's blocked, secure connection blocked. And lastly, let me try more. How about LinkedIn? Yeah, it's blocked. All right, going back to the menu, steering tab, you can assign the traffic over your internet link using various match criteria. For example, there are predefined 4 categories based on business priority. I click the real time, and there are rules and profiles. On the rules, you can define the match criteria based on the protocol address, host name, or applications. At the scope, you can assign the zone and the traffic directions that triggers the rule. And at the bottom, you can select the default profile or your own profile. So go back there, and the rules. Let me show you the profile. Right, on the profiles, you can select the circuit used for the traffic that you defined on the steering rules. The traffic can be automatically assigned or redirected between two internet circuits using circuit selection criteria, like a circuit latency or packet loss or delay. And let's move on to the monitor tabs. You can check the overall status of your network security and appliance using monitor menu. So from the menu, you can check when in status, LTE status, your LAN status. Also, there are also provide some the tools to check your link condition by using ping. But here the route trace route, you can check. If you click the WAN, you can also check the usage on each WAN link or even LAN link, and what kind of application is consuming the WAN link. So you can see the applications, so YouTube, Amazon, Apple, so you can check one. And additional one is a security tab from the monitor menu. You can also check URL categories. What kind of URL categories that now the hitting your network? Also URL reputation as well. And also you can check your device, your appliance's status, information, the CPU, disk and the memory usage, and even availability. And also you can check bandwidth usage from the each categories, application categories. Then you can also check the what kind of device, your connecting device behind your appliance. So I'm connecting two devices at the moment, my iPhone, my mobile phone, and my laptop. I believe this is my laptop. And lastly, you can also check a speed test. Easily you can, if you have any problem with your bandwidth issue or something, you can test. And you will find out the bandwidth of your service providers link. Let's move on. Let me explain the analytics later on after finishing other menus. Actually, live monitoring menu provides more detail about your network. There are many menus and including tools, so it's not easy to explain all menus. But I'm going to introduce some useful menu here. So yeah, this is summary screen. Okay, let me click my appliance from this menu. So here is you can from this screen, so you can check lively your link usage. So I want to check my WAN link, prevent internet, wireless, LAN, take out. So you can see that it's a different color. The bar is showing the live link usage. And there are some quite useful tools as well that provide from this menu. So there's a ping and the trace and TCP dump, and you can also speed the test as well. You can check the system like the from monitor menu. And this from service, you more detail the details you can check about the network. And move on to troubleshoot menu. When you have some issues with your network access, troubleshoot helps you fix it easily by following instruction case by case. So you can see some cases provided. For example, the first case is cannot connect to internet. So you click, it will show, it will say, it will provide you the instructions to make sure the device power up and the Ethernet cable is connected when 1 or when 2, and you can check. When you click the check connection, it automatically will be diagnose your internet access. So very useful. I think it's a very useful tool to help you when you fix your internet problem, network problem. Right, Bursa Titan is providing the great analytic tools. So here analytics, you can obtain many various statistics about your LAN and the internet. So for example, it shows appliance. So let me click here. One. So you can see there are many statistics menus you can see. So if I see availability, and it provides like your the network availabilities, applications, what kind of applications using on your network, and that access circuits, how many bandwidths you are using now, each link, WAN link, LTE, those come, and so many different menu as a useful menu is provided from the analytics, and also you can check the log menu. So through the log menus, you can check the historic statistics, which is what's happening on your network. You can check the specific terms. And there is another very useful function on the analytic is the reporting function. Using reporting tools, you can create many different type of reports by customizing it, and you can download it PDF or Excel format. So let me show you. This is reporting the menu screen. So if I try to add some stat for my report, so let me top applications type. So I add. There you can see some edit. Let me add one more. What else? So availability maybe. Yeah, repeat. And you can have here is on top the screen that you can see the PDF icons and access it and the save. So if you click the PDF, you can open PDF or save your report. Or you can save as your temporary template, report template. So you can save with your name. Or you just save. And if you click the tick the schedule, it will let you receive regularly your report. All right. So let me show you one more function. The Bursa Titan also provides a mobile application to help easy over your management. You can download the Bursa Titan app into your mobile. So you can configure. So let me open, for example, App Store. You can just easily search the one. So you can download into your mobile, so you can configure and monitor easily and using the app without any hassles from anywhere and any time, right? All right, my live demonstration is pretty much done today. We'll have a Q&A time. Please ask us if you have any questions on the chat windows. So I will hand over to Steve.
Thank you, Kay. Thank you. That was absolutely brilliant. Loved it, Kay. So let me just share my screen again. So now we've come to the Q&A session. So feel free to ask us any questions or queries or anything you've got. So we've actually got a question here from one of our attendees, Kay. So the question is, they really want to find out whether this solution stands out from, how the solution stands out from the standard NVN. So to answer that question, there is actually a massive gap between our solution and your standard NVN. Because in today's world, when I say securing your business, right, what comes to your mind straight away? Well, security is obviously one thing that comes to your mind straight away. And then the second thing is basically business continuity, isn't it? And that is basically in the form of reliability. So how do you ensure those two things? Well, the way we do that is to basically rely on a solution that offers you solutions to those two problems. So when it comes to our solution, um, at the core of our solution, there is actually a next generation firewall which takes care of the security aspect of our solution. And that is what most business owners are concerned in today's world. Whether you're running a Soho business or an SMB or a large corporation, security and the second thing which I'm going to come to, which is reliability, these two things go hand in hand. And without either of these things, it's very difficult to run a business smoothly. And when that happens, what happens at the end of the day? It's your end customer that suffers. Because if you're not able to provide greater value to the end customer, then that puts your business in greater peril. So I'd just like to reiterate what I mentioned in one of my slides. Security is absolutely crucial to any business to succeed in today's world, and followed by reliability. So these two things combine to actually give any business owner peace of mind. So that's pretty much answering that question. Let's see if we have got any more questions here. Okay. So if you actually if you did like what you saw, and if you did like our demo, and if you want to find out more about our solution, then all you've got to do is to basically head to our website, which is sprintnetworks.com.au. And if you want to find out more about Secure NBN, which is basically what we are offering, which is basically our flagship solution, then you can just head to sprintnetworks.com.au/NBN. So I think I don't see any more questions here, okay? So I think we'll call it a day then. So the one final request that we have is for everyone to go social with the hashtag #SprintSoho, and let's try and create as much traction as we can. And if you would like to get back to us, if you have any queries or questions, you can always write to us at info@sprintnetworks.com. So once again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining in, and we'll be back next Friday with the same webinar. So see you all. Till then, take care and goodbye.